Okay, yogis, welcome. Welcome, yogis on Zoom too. We're going to work on upper body strength today and balance. But as always, we have a well-rounded class. And part of balance is not just standing on your legs. Part of balance is your mind as well. So we'll start with trying to center ourselves, focusing on our breath. And I will read a breathing meditation to you as you are breathing. So breathing deeply down through your belly is one of the most important things you can do for your health. Big, deep belly breaths. So as you inhale through your nose, make sure you can feel your lungs inflate, your diaphragm open, your belly inflate like a balloon, your rib cage expand. And what this deep breathing does for you is it massages all your internal organs, including your spleen, which is responsible for your immune system. It circulates your blood throughout the body, and it helps calm and steady the mind. Thich Nhat Hanh is a famous Buddhist monk and meditation expert. He's from Vietnam. He was exiled during the Vietnam War for promoting peace, and he's still in exile today. He wrote this breathing meditation that I find just lovely, and it helps to get me centered. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, my breath becomes deep. Breathing out, my breath becomes slow. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release all my worries. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I know this is a wonderful moment. Let's please take a deep breath together and we'll Om in. Om. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. Okay. Starting with a warm-up, sit cross-legged comfortably. If your knees are over your hips, you want to sit up on something like a padding or blanket so that so you can have a nice straight spine. Have a neutral lower back. Bring your palms together. Inhale, push your fingertips up. Exhale, let your right hand float down. Left arm comes beside the ear. Push down into the right sit bone. Bring the shoulder back, maybe look up. Feel your right rib cage opening up. Your left rib cage opening up, I mean. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, reach up and float that hand down. Inhale, open arms in the T. Exhale, twist to the right. Your left hand comes on the right thigh, right hand comes behind you on the mat, and you use that as a kickstand to keep your spine vertical as you twist upward. like a spiral. And then breathe a couple deep, long, slow breaths. Think about bringing your left ribs over to the right side of your body, pushing your right shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale slowly back to center. Inhale to palm to heart center. Reach up, take a deep breath. Exhale, left hand floats down, right arm beside the ear. Push down on the right sit bone. Bring the right shoulder back. Maybe look up. Inhale as you pull your arm up. Exhale, let it float down. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on the outside of the left leg, left hand behind. Take a couple of deep breaths. And take a deep breath in. Exhale as you come back to center. And let's switch the cross of our legs. Take a deep breath and pretend the crown of your head is reaching for the ceiling. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, and bring your tailbone underneath of you and make a C shape with your back so you can feel your vertebra open behind you. Like a seated, this is a seated cat pose. And then inhale as you bring your chest forward, tuck your and push your tailbone back, head forward, shoulders back. And then exhale again, go back into the C shape. Feel your spine round and open. And then inhale, come back forward, bring your chest and head forward, push your shoulders back. Good. And then come back to center. Bring your legs in front of you into staff pose, Dandasana. And think about feet up, knees up, and neutral lower back. So you have a neutral curve in your lower back. Bring your shoulders up to your ears and then back and then down, and keep your chest nice and open like this. Bring your hands by your hips with a nice open chest and just lean forward with your feet flexed and just feel that gentle stretching of your hamstrings. And then come back upright. Inhale. Exhale, come forward again. Keep your chest nice and open. Come back upright. Inhale. Exhale, come forward one more time. And then come back up. Bend the right knee. Bring it onto the outside of the left leg. Let your left arm hug the right knee in. Right arm comes forward. Inhale. Exhale, twist all the way around, plant the hand behind you. Use your left arm as leverage to help twist the body and keep your left foot flexed and the left leg active so you can feel the muscles in your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, slowly comes it back to center. Keep spinning your body all the way around and plant your hands on the left side of your body. Roll onto your left hip and put weight into the left hand and lift your hips off the mat so that you're coming into a modified side plank. Yeah, good. Take another breath here and then come on back down. Unwind back to center and reestablish our staff pose, Dandasana. Think about the L-shaped body, shoulders up to the ears and then back, chest open, hands by your sides. Inhale, exhale, tip your torso forward and then back up and then back forward again and then up and then one more time forward and then back up. Good. Bend the left knee, bring it onto the outside of the right leg. Keep the right foot flexed. Left arm hugs knee in. Inhale. Right arm hugs knee in. Left arm forward, and then twist. Plant the left hand behind you and breathe. Keep the right foot flexed. Feel the muscles. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring your head, shoulders, chest around, keep spinning. Plant your hands on the right side, roll onto your right hip. So you're gonna then come into the side plank here, put weight into the right hand, left foot, and then reach up with your left arm. One more breath, and then come on down. Hey, come seated with your knees bent. I'm going to go sideways so you can see. And then we're going to come onto our backs and bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do some core work here. Core strength is very important for balance. The important thing to remember here is when we straighten our legs, you push your lower back into the mat. So don't let there be any space between your lower back and the mat. Here's what we're going to do. Tuck your chin, roll your shoulders off the mat, and then straighten your legs, reach for your feet, toward your feet, and then push your low back into the mat. This is a low boat. Breathe. So your feet can be wherever you want them to be, about eye level, but don't let them go so low that your lower back pops off the mat. And then one more breath here, and then exhale, roll your spine back down, bring your knees back to your chest, hug them in. And then again, so you're gonna lift the head, tuck the chin, roll the shoulders up, keep the lower back on the mat, extend the legs, look at your feet, breathe. Keep pushing down into the mat with your back. Breathe. Good. And then knees come back in, hug knees into the chest. So the lower, when you extend your legs, the lower your legs go, the harder it is to keep your back down. So only go as far as you can feel your back wanting to pop up off the mat, and then stop there. Once more, inhale. Exhale, pick the head up, tuck the chin, roll the spine up as you straighten the legs, and breathe. Push the back into the mat. Once more. Exhale, come back down, hug knees into your chest. And then roll over onto a side and come into a table position. So here we have padding for knees. If you have knee issues and want padding, you're okay with your knees? With the 2 minutes, yeah. Trish, you okay with your knees? We have blankets and padding if you need them. All right, flat back table. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck your toes, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, and push into your cat back. So you're arching your back to the ceiling. Exhaling fully, sucking your belly in. And then inhale, make this breath last through your nose as you untuck your toes, drop your belly down, and come into your cow pose. So push your shoulders back, head forward, and then exhale, making your breath last through your nose very slowly. Sit all the way back to your heels. Inhale, slowly back to table. We'll do a cat bow here, which looks like this. It's not a push-up. You keep your elbows by your sides, you come halfway to down, and then you come back up, okay? Let's try that again. Take a deep breath, cat bow, elbows by your sides, don't let them splay out, and then back up. So it's really important. Don't let the elbows go out like this. Make them go back. Even if they can even touch your ribs or touch the sides of your chest is what you want to do there. Okay. All right. The next part of this is we're gonna come forward and then bring our chest and chin all the way down, our butt's still in the air, and then we're gonna slither into a cobra pose. Good. And then push back up, sit all the way back towards your heels. Inhale back to table. Exhale, cat back. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly down. Exhale, come all the way back to your heels. Inhale, table. Exhale, cat bow. Keep the elbows in, really important. Come back up, sit all the way back to the heels. Inhale, back to table. This time we're gonna do it's called an inchworm, Ashtangasana. Bring your chest and chin down to the mat and then slither forward into your cobra. Bring your shoulders down when you're in your cobra, head is long. Push back to table. The next part of this is take a deep breath. As you exhale, bring your right knee into your chest, tuck your chin and bring your nose to your knee. Kick your right leg back behind you, and then lift your left arm into a balancing table. So this uses core strength. So really engage your abdominal muscles here. Keep your leg up, put the hand down, and cat bow, three-legged cat bow. So keep your right leg up, come forward, not all the way, just halfway, and then back up. Okay, so now this is a little tricky. Tuck your left toes, and we're gonna push our bodies up to a three-legged dog. You can move your foot a little bit to center to help with this dog. Okay, now bring the right foot down next to the left foot so you're in your regular downward facing dog. Bring the knees down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest, tuck your chin, nose to knee. Inhale, kick the left leg back. Right arm comes forward, balancing table. One more breath. And keep the foot up, put the hand down. Three-legged cat bow. You don't have to come very far. Keep your elbows tucked in and then back up. Tuck your right toes under, push into your three-legged downward facing dog. And bring your left foot down next to your right foot so you're in your regular downward facing dog. Bring the knees down. Good. And then come all the way down onto your bellies. Come with your arms beside your body, palms facing up. Palms facing up. Right beside your body, your thumbs should be touching your thighs. So you can rest your head down if you want or not, but just don't strain your neck here is the important thing. I have to keep my head up so I can talk. Push your shoulders toward the back of your mat so you feel like you're elongating your neck. Push your pelvis and thighs into the mat and then rotate your thighs in toward each other slightly. That means the outside edges of your thighs are coming down toward the mat. And as you do this, feel how it opens up a little space in your lower back. It's like you're separating your sit bones. If you envision that, then it'll happen. Take a deep breath and then lift your feet, knees, thighs, if you can, off the mat. Push your toes toward the back of your mat and breathe. Keep your thighs internally rotated slightly. So this internal rotation of the thighs is what's going to help us balance when we do our one-legged balance. It's very, very slight, but if you think it, it will happen. Bring the legs back down. Rest for a moment. We'll do that again. Okay. Push into the pelvis, push into the hip bones as you lift your legs up. Thighs rolled in. This is called locust pose, or a version of locust pose. And then come all the way back down. Bring your hands in front of you. Cross your arms, rest your head for a moment into crocodile. And then please bring your hands back under your shoulders. Push back the table. And tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Now, as you stay here for a moment and breathe, think about lengthening the spine. Think about squeezing your forearms toward, yes, good, so that the shoulders roll out. Spread the fingers wide, good. Now, even here in this downward dog, you're internally rotating your thighs just slightly. So think about separating your sit bones as you do this. And then bend the knees, walk up to the hands. Slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra. And then come into Tadasana, mountain pose, and think about your perfect alignment of your spine here. Head right on top of the shoulders. Shoulders open, chest open. Feet underneath the hips. Belly in, breathe. Reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, and now come up onto your tippy toes. This is the balance in itself. If you rotate your thighs inward slightly, you might find it a little bit easier. It's not a big movement, it's a subtle movement. And then bring your heels back down, bring your arms down. Good. Let's try that again. Inhale up, and following the focal point, tippy toes. And come on down, return to Tadasana. Now take your right foot, cross it over your left so that your pinky toes are lined up with each other, and have a block handy here. So we're going to do a cross-legged forward fold. Coming from the hip crease with a flat back, just come on down and let your hands land either on the block or on the mat. Your knees are nestled into each other here. And then just pause here for a couple of breaths. Slowly come back up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra, uncross the feet, Tadasana. Left leg over the right leg, pinky toe to pinky toe. Nestle your knees together, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come from the hips, fold all the way down. You can bend your knees as much as you want to get down to your block or mat here. And then very slowly, come on up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana, uncross. And pause for a breath or two. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Our one-legged balance, or one of our one-legged balance, is Ekapada, Padavrita, Padagustasana, which means this. I have to get on the floor to balance myself. So you can use a strap here. We have straps. I'll just show you how it goes. You're gonna bring your any leg that you want to start up, and then you're gonna grab it with the opposite hand and then balance. Now, there's nothing wrong with using a post here, and you don't even have to straighten your leg all the way. And if you want to use a belt, what you do is you put a loop in it, but just don't forget to let go of the belt. if you're going to fall. Take your own time. Opposite hand to opposite leg. And if you want to use this, you're more than welcome to loop that on the foot. And you also can use this bar back here. So what you do, if you go in, say this leg to this foot, you want to turn your body and maybe start with the hand on the bar and then you let go. So you're turning your body toward the leg that's up. Good. And then the hard part is to move your gaze if you care to try that. Good. And when you're ready, switch sides. Okay, so Parivrtta, Ekapada, Padangusthasana. Parivrtta just means twisted. Ekapada means one foot. Padangusthasana means toe hold. Big toe. Just find your focal point. Don't rush it. And you don't have to stay long. Just don't forget to breathe, hold your core in. And that slight internal rotation of the legs helps with that balance. Okay, everybody had enough fun with that? All righty. I'll come back to our mats if you're off. And if you think you're going to be using blocks, have them handy at the front of your mat. I'm going to do a little bit of a flow. Now, blocks are helpful. In Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down, hands come on either side of the feet. So if you're using blocks here, which is nothing wrong with using blocks, in fact, it enhances the poses. Take your right foot and step back so that you're in a high lunge. So in your high lunge, make sure that your hips are now level and look at your front knee, make sure it's over the ankle and not forward of the ankle. Think about a long line from the crown of your head to your back foot. Put weight into the right hand, let the left arm twist open out to the side and up to the ceiling. Hold the twist, but now gently bring your right knee down to the mat, keeping the twist. Good. Now, swing both arms in front and then up toward the ceiling. This is called Anjaneyasana, low crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat or blocks. Now here's where blocks really do come in handy because we're going to walk our hands back toward our hips into a half of a split. And if you rest your hands on the blocks, it just makes you have to less reach. Oh, David, will you get another block? You can do both. We got plenty of blocks. Oh, we have plenty of others. When you're in your half split here, just level your hips because what's going to happen is your right hip's going to want to cock out. So just keep that right hip in and then just let your chest float down and relax here. Keep your foot flexed, relax. Either way, if that suits you. Usually it takes a little pressure off your knee if you tuck your toes like you had them, but whatever is more comfortable for you. Good. Walk the blocks back, rebend the front knee. Take your left arm, twist out to the side. Keep the twist, tuck your right toes, lift the right knee. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to blocks or mat back to your high lunge. And then step your left foot back so you're in a full plank, upward part of a push-up. Pause here for just a breath, thinking about the long diagonal line from the crown of your head to your heels. This is core strength. Now, you can bring your knees down or keep them up. We're going to shift into upward facing dog, which means your chest is going to come between your arms. And these can be on the mat or not. Push your shoulders back. And now push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, kick your right leg up behind you. Exhale, swing it up between your hands or pick it up and put it there, however it needs to get there. Inhale, exhale, step up, and then slowly rise up. Inhale, exhale, arms in a T, Anjali Mudra, Tadasana. Breathing in, my breath becomes deep. Breathing out, my breath becomes slow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down, blocks or mat. Make sure your hands are on either side of the feet. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, step your left foot back to a high lunge. Level your hips here. Put weight in the back heel. Lift your left quads. Tighten your left quads so you can feel them activate. Make sure the front knee is lined up over the ankle. Maybe, Trish, maybe move your hands back a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, from here, weight into the left hand. Twist open to the right. Keep the twist. Gently bring your left knee down. Now swing both arms forward. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Walk the blocks back to our half split on this side. Level the hips, relax here for a few breaths. Keep the right foot flexed. Try to keep the head in line with the spine. Don't allow the chin to drop. Don't allow your shoulders to round. Head in line with the spine. Heather, yes. I had a yoga teacher once that said, if you hear me say something more than once, that means somebody's not listening. Okay, walk the blocks back up to the front. Put weight into the left hand, twist open to the right. Keep your twist as you tuck your left toes, lift the left knee. Bring the right hand down, step back to plank. You can use your blocks here if you like. Now, upward facing dog. So knees can come down or not. Your chest shifts forward between your arms. And then tuck toes, downward facing dog. And you can use blocks for downward dog too. Actually, it feels really good to do that sometimes. Inhale as you kick your left leg up behind you. Exhale, swing it up between your hands or blocks. Or pick it up and put it there. Good. Take a deep breath. Exhale as you step up. And then slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And Tadasana, mountain pose, reset. Reset the brain, reset the spine. Breathe. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release all my worries. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back to your high lunge. So we're going to come into another balance here, warrior 3. So think about mentally, internally rotating the standing leg, which is going to be your front leg, when you put your weight onto it. And it's going to look like this. You're going to shift your weight forward and then bring your arms into warrior 3. Just for a moment, it doesn't have to be long. And then you're going to put your toes back down and come into a high lunge. Good. Okay, toes down, high lunge. Hands come down, step back to plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing it up between your hands or blocks. Inhale, exhale, step up. Slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And then Tadasana. So now that you know where we're going, you'll know what to expect. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale. Exhale, left leg steps back to the high lunge. Okay, so now here's where we're going to shift forward. So find your focal point and just think about the balance. Your arms are going to come forward and you're just going to stand on that leg just for a brief moment. Doesn't have to be long. And then bring that back foot down and then come into your high lunge. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, swing it up between the hands. Inhale. Exhale, step up. And then very slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And back to Tadasana, reset. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. High lunge. Bring your left hand to the inside of your leg, and we're going to walk the hands to the right and pivot ourselves so that we're facing the long edge of the mat. Good. So we are now in a wide stride forward fold. Bend the knees, slowly rise up. Bring your arms out to a T so that you're in a 5-pointed star. And then take your left toes, pivot them 90 degrees to the front of the mat, left to other left. Yeah. And then bend the front knee. Pick up the back heel, scoot it back about 1 inch so that the back foot is slightly slanted and you're on a balance beam, you're in your warrior 2. Your head is turned to look forward. Your front heel is lined up with the back ankle and your front knee is over the ankle. And mentally think about rolling that front thigh outward to keep that knee steady. Lift your palms up and feel how your shoulders can sink down onto your back. And then straighten the front leg. Good. Now rebend the front knee, bring your palms back down. Flip the palms up, straighten the front leg. Flip the palms down, bend the front knee. Again, up and straighten. Again, down, and flip, bend. Good, okay. From here, clasp behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, bring your left shoulder to the inside of your left leg. Humble warrior, this is called. And then release the hands, bring them down onto the mat, and walk the hands to the front of your mat, pivot onto your back toes so that you're back into your lunge. Good. And now step back to plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up behind. Exhale, swing it up or pick it up and put it there up between the hands. Inhale, exhale, step up. And then slowly come on up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana. Inhale up. Exhale, bend knees forward, fold all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back to a lunge. And bring the right hand to the inside of the right leg. And we're going to walk our hands to the left so that we're facing the opposite long edge of the mat. Hang here for just a breath or two. Make sure your toes are pointing forward right now. Bend the knees and slowly come on up. Arms out to a T. Your right toes pivot forward 90 degrees. Bend the right knee. Pick up the back heel, scoot it back slightly so you're in your warrior two. You're on your balance beam. And then flip the palms up so you can feel your shoulders go down your back. And then straighten the front leg. Rebend the front knee, flip the palms down. Flip the palms up, straighten. Flip the palms down, rebend. Flip the palms up, straighten. And palms down, rebend. Clasp hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, bow forward. Bring the shoulder inside of the front leg. Release your hands down to the mat in front of you. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Pivot onto your back toes into your lunge. So in your lunge, you want your hands on beside your feet, not in front of your foot, but beside your foot. Step back to plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale. Left leg up. Exhale, swing it up between the hands. Back to your high lunge. Good. And then step up. Slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Tadasana. Reset. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I know this is a wonderful moment. Okay, you'll be glad to know it's all downhill from here. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold all the way down. Step back to your downward facing dog. Hang here for just a breath. Squeeze the forearms together, roll the shoulders out. Thighs roll in just slightly. The crease of your elbow turns in and up. Good. And then knees come down. And then sit back to child pose. And please rest your head on something, either a block, mat, blanket, whatever you have handy, just so that forehead can have a little bit of pressure. That's your Anja chakra. And it has a very soothing effect on the nervous system. Okay, please push up for a moment and then watch me, because the new people here may not have seen this before. This is called a rolling bridge. And it looks like this. You start with your palms facing down, your feet are hip width distance apart. And this is a very gentle bridge. It's not an extreme at all. You push into your feet, lift your hips off the mat. At the same time, you're rolling your arms up toward the ceiling, and then let them rest over your head, palms facing up. And then you're going to roll the bridge back down one vertebra at a time, and then your hands will end up resting beside your hips by the time your butt gets down. Okay, good. All right, try it again. Inhale, roll the bridge up. And roll the bridge down. And then roll the bridge up. And roll the bridge down. And once more, roll the bridge up. And roll the bridge down. Good. Now take a block. Lift your hips and put your sacrum on the block. And then you can either stay here in a supported bridge with your feet on the mat, or you can let your feet just float up into the air, into a waterfall pose. So if you're not familiar, you might have to play around with the placement of the block. So when you raise your legs, it should feel like you're in water. It should be effortless. And if it's not, it's because the block needs to be moved one way or the other. And then you'll find a spot where it's just really comfortable just to hang there. It's right about the center of your sacrum. And as you rest here in this mild inversion, think about your breath. Okay, please slowly lower the legs. Pick up your hips and remove the block. And then come lying on your backs with your head facing toward me. So Diana and Trish, just turn around so that your head faces this way. And bend your knees, have your feet hip width distance apart. Bring your arms to a T, so palms facing up, perpendicular to your body. Pick up your bottom and move it 2 inches to the left, and then let your knees fall to the right, keeping your chest open, and then turn your head to look to the left. Good. Okay, slowly bring your head to center. Knees come to center. Bring your bottom back to center and shift it 2 inches to the right. Knees fall to the left and your head turns to the right. Turn your head back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Bring your hips back to center. And then extend your legs long on the mat. Bring both arms overhead, palms facing up into a full body stretch. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring your right knee in toward your chest. Clasp your fingers and grab your right shin and squeeze it into your chest. Take a deep breath here. As you exhale, lift your head, tuck your chin, and bring your forehead toward your knee. And then very slowly curl your spine back down. Release your legs, lengthen it on the mat. Bring your arms overhead, palms facing up, full body stretch. Inhale, exhale, bring your left knee into the chest. Clasp your fingers around your left shin, hug that knee in. Inhale, exhale, bring your head up, head to nose to knee. And then slowly roll it back down. Release the leg back to the mat, long, hands overhead, palms facing up, full body stretch. Inhale, exhale, bend both knees and clasp your fingers, hug both knees into your chest. Inhale, exhale, lift your head, tuck your chin, roll your spine up, bring your forehead towards your knees. And then very, very slowly roll your spine back down. Release your legs back and your feet back to the mat. Extend your legs long and take your time in preparing for your Shavasana as I change the music and David dims the lights. Focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing. Take a mental body scan. Find any tension and release it. Please bring your awareness back to your breath. And slowly deepen your breathing as you make small, gentle movements with your hands and your feet to gently wake up your body. And then please bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And now please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated facing me. Please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai.